Dear ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to be here and speak to this audience with Bogdan Havrilishin on the stage, and with his experience, it's a big honor. I will try to do a very quick summary of who I am and why I'm here, and then I will try to speak about a few things that relates to the new vision or new idea behind Ukraine. I tried to think how I will portray myself, and I decided as to name key things that I've done in my life, and this probably will give you an idea why all this leads me to where I'm now. I started as an innovator. I continued as an activist of the civil society through the ISEC. Then I was an entrepreneur with my own business. Initially small business, then grow into international business. Then I joined a big company, Microsoft, for 7 years. It's a different experience of an international company. And now I'm doing a public service to my country. After the Revolution of Dignity, which actually transformed the whole country and probably will continue to transform the nations around the globe. Revolution of Dignity was the pivotal point for a lot of things that happen in our country, and actually is bringing the Europe back to where European values are. It's about dignity, it's about freedom, it's about future. Three things that unite Ukraine on my side. It's about being Ukrainian and being proud to be Ukrainian. It's about key things of being able to speak and represent what you want and who you are. And I think what's the main important things that been delivered over the time is the ability to express who we are. And we will be the ones who are defining our ultimate future. So the ultimate future that we would like to see is the sole definition of Ukrainians. And Ukrainians is not just the nationality. It's anybody who lives on this territory, on this land. It's the people who wants to see this country prosper. So once again, it's dignity, freedom, and future. These were the core principles that we put into the Strategy 2020 that the President announced. Strategy 2020 was a vision. We wanted to have a vision for the country. We wanted to define where the country will come in 2020. And we started initially with the simple things that everybody expressed in Maidan, and it slowly gradually transformed in very clear direction where we would like to move. And our goal, the way how we define our goal, is European standards, rightful place of Ukrainian in the world. That's very clear. We would like to live according to European standards, and we would like to be recognized in the world. Very often over the years, recognition of the country never been in priority. I would not tell you how many times when we developed the KPIs for the vision of the country, I've been asked to remove the section pride. Everyone says, look, economy is okay. Security is okay. Pride? What's pride? Quantity of medals in the Olympics? Quantity of movies? Come on, this is not professional. You need to be professional. Actually, China has quantity of medals. United Arab Emirates also have targets on the quantity of medals. Why? Because it's a national pride. It's something that put together people on Maidan and stand and defend their values. It's something that united those people who died on Institutska. This is the pride for own country. And I think this is a very important element when we're talking about the values that change in the country today. When we're looking today, and I'm interviewing many people for different roles in the governments and when I'm in charge of the reforms, the couple of things I'm looking at. Let me give you what are the values that I'm looking at in the people who wants to change the country. First, it's patriotism, or love for their country. Love for their country. Being proud. I think one of the best examples of the person that I can name who is actually making the big changes to our country is Natalka Yareska, the Minister of Finance. I haven't seen many people in this world who've been so passionate about their homeland, even though she's now Ukrainian and before she was American. Another person who is inspired along the long ride for defining the values and the love for their homeland was Богдан Гаврилишин. Залишаюсь українцем, I'm still Ukrainian, or I'm remaining Ukrainian. His book is the best example, and my stories from the student life inspires me a lot into the value which is about love for your country and what you can do for your country, not what country does for you. The next one is ability to think independently and be creative. We've been rooted with the idea that somebody will take care of us. This is interesting to see how much independent is Western Ukraine, where more than 50% of people is small and medium business, versus Eastern Ukraine, where people are expecting to, where they are working in the big plants. It's not about division, it's just the culture that's being created, where people are expected that somebody will take care of them. And then those who take care of them start manipulating them. We need to think how we can become a nation who becomes self-responsible. Every single person, self-responsible. If a person comes to me in my office today and say, what I do next, I say, probably needs to write a resignation. Because I want you to think and be creative and think what you can do differently. The next one is creativity, and I want to expand on this. Doing things as used to do is not possible anymore. At all. Forget it. We've been running on this course, attaching to Russia or the Soviet Union, and expecting things will continue to be the same. It's no anymore. The West is very open now, and it's very welcome, as long as we actually take care of ourselves. And I'm sorry to be brutally honest with this, but the success of Ukraine is the only responsibility of Ukraine. If we are expecting that somebody comes here and fix the problem, forget it. It's not possible. Only us will be able to do and make the changes. If you look back on the Maidan, that strikes me the most over the years, over the months, I would say, now it looks like years, is ability of self-organizing people to become self-organized. People take responsibility of themselves. Nobody told me on Maidan what I should do. Nobody. I see there is the snow, I clean the snow. I had soldier, student, priest helping me to clean the snow. Do you think I know their names? No. But we actually been happily cleaning the snow. My friends been working on the kitchen, they work in the kitchen. Why? Didn't anybody tell them to work in the kitchen? No, they feel that they can. They are top lawyers in the country and they work in the kitchen. Anybody told them? No. Those people who went to the front line, I was on the front line, when they wanted to defend from police attacks, etc. Did anybody told them to do that? No. They feel the necessity to do that. Those people who today in NATO defended the country, has anybody told them to do this? A lot of people step up and stand in there and defending their country because they feel responsibility. And I have relatives who are doing this since the beginning of the Russian intervention because they're professional military. They're doing it because it's their country. And this is about self-responsibility, self-dignity, and taking care of yourself and your country. I want to quote a nice phrase which emerged during the National Reform Council, during the interesting discussion with the president. And the president said, in Ukrainian it sounds nice because it has a political flavor to this. I'll say in Ukrainian, I'll do it in English. Якщо жити по-новому, то йди і роби. So if you want to live in the new, under the new standards, then go and do it. And I think this is about final piece, which is, or let's say pre-final. It's about teamwork. Very often we've been disunited because we've been too proud of each other or individually. Ukrainians are known for personal egos. we very much love ourselves, and especially love our own ideas. How often you've seen the situations where you have an idea, you come to the meeting, and you wanted your idea to win. This is exactly what we experience today in anything related to reforms. For any reform, we have 3 to 5 ideas. And the challenge today is actually find compromises, ability to negotiate, ability to find a mutual good for your own country. And I think this is one of the challenge or learning curve for I see a lot of young faces, ability to listen, ability to work as a team, ability to reach one common goal. The final comment, trust. We can achieve international trust and trust with our kids and our neighbors, and trust between government to parliament and parliament to people and people to parliament, and you can make a circles. Only if we do things and we stay honest with what we do. There's a lot of things we've been doing wrong. The way how we behaved. This morning I was cleaning together with a team from presidential office, Turhan of Austria, Island, with a lot of other people. It's amazing how dirty it is. Within the first 15 minutes, I managed to grab 3 big packs. Why? Because the people are irresponsible. They're expecting somebody's going to clean it for them. Responsibility and trust. We can gain trust only if we do things ourselves. And that's the core value that we all need to grow in us, in our kids, united with the pride for your homeland. Ukraine will prevail, and I'm solely believer in this. Thank you.